Today's issue is a very serious issue, and in fact, my heart bleeds actually to present this story in front of you. But being a journalist and being a news house, it's my responsibility, our responsibility collectively for the Radiance media to present this without any adding color or shade. Unfortunately, that's the present situation of the media today. Well, without going into any rhetoric or any background, I will just go straight into the story. A very sad incident has taken place yesterday on the Republic Day. So when entire country, entire nation was actually celebrating Republic Day, a brutal gang rape was taking place in Vivek Vihar, East Delhi, Shahadra. In the words of Guru Dutt, time and again, I can't help but asking the same question, Jinhe naaz hai, Hind par wo kahan hai? That's the apt question actually today. A brutal gang rape had taken place yesterday on the Republic Day. A 20-year-old woman was gang raped, brutally gang raped. And not only gang raped, she was stripped, her hairs were chopped, tonsured, and her face was blackened with ink. All those things, those are supposed to be done to the criminals, to the rapists, were being done to this poor woman. The issue came into light, and Delhi police have arrested 4 accused. According to reports, 3 more are absconding. The story is being given a color of personal enmity, but I am not going into that issue. Today's issue is not personal enmity or general crime or whatever you may call it. Issue is something different and something very serious when it comes to city like Delhi and Delhi government. But I will be coming to that later on. Before that, I just want to mention one more issue that had taken place just a day before, or a day or two before actually. An 8-year-old girl was raped by 2 minors. Can you imagine? This also raises a question on the degradation of the human values of the society. And the rapists are 11-year and 12-year-old. Shocking, alarming. Well, as I was saying, I just wanted to share a few things before I go into the main substance or the reason for doing live today. I wanted to read the tweet by Chairperson of the Delhi Commission for Women DCW, Swati Maliwal, and tweet reads, quote unquote, शाहदरा के कस्तूरबा नगर में 20 साल की लड़की का अवैध शराब बेचने वालों ने गैंग रेप किया। उन्हें गंजा कर चप्पल की माला पहना पूरे इलाके में मुंह काला करके घुमाया। सब अपराधियों को अरेस्ट किया जाए और लड़की के परिवार को सुरक्षा दी जाए। स्वाति मालीवाल, दिल्ली महिला आयोग। Replying to this, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal tweeted, and I am reading that, quote unquote, ये बेहद शर्मनाक अपराध, ये बेहद शर्मनाक है, I beg your pardon, अपराधियों की इतनी हिम्मत हो कैसे गई? केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री जी और उपराज्यपाल जी से मैं आग्रह करता हूं कि पुलिस को सख्त एक्शन लेने के निर्देश दें, कानून व्यवस्था पर ध्यान दें। दिल्ली वासी इस तरह के जघन्य अपराध और अपराधियों को किसी भी कीमत पर बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे। And later he of course says that Delhi police is not with him and all the previous rhetorics that we have been hearing from the chief ministers. The question is, if Kejriwal feels that Delhi police is not with him and this is one of the biggest reasons for not being able to control crimes, then why the same Kejriwal used to bash actually then Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit and used to say that she is incompetent, she doesn't know how to govern. The issue is Sheila Dikshit also said the same thing. The police is not with the state. Well, that's a separate issue. The issue is Delhi government has suddenly become lenient on liquor policy. It has acquired a very lenient liquor policy, and as you all must be knowing that the dry days have been reduced from 21 to 3. So now wine shops, liquor shops, thekas will be open on festival days, the 3 days that the liquor shops will be closed are Republic Day, Independence Day and Gandhi Jayanti. Apart from that, all the other days the liquor shops and thekas will be open, which means it will be open on Diwali, on Holi. Imagine on Holi day, which is very vulnerable for liquors. We all know how people get drunk. We all know what happens on the day. And on that day, liquor shop will be open from morning to dusk. Not only what will happen to the city, because it will create lot of law and order problems. Apart from that, just imagine the households. The households, those are having such drunkards. What will happen to those households? What will happen to the income of those households? Is Kejriwal at all thinking of that? Well, the reason for asking this is some may ask, why are you bashing Delhi Chief Minister? What has he got to do with this? The question is, Swati Maliwal in her tweet has categorically mentioned that this rape has taken place because of the liquor mafia. Which means from the horse's mouth, from Aam Aadmi Party itself, it comes that because of the liquor mafia, because of the illegal liquor business that's flourishing in Delhi, so much so that master plan have been compromised. The master plan is being flouted and liquor shops are being opened in your vicinity, in residential areas, even where you have schools and religious places within the periphery of 100 meters. Secondly, another big issue, women and the females are already feeling insecure because of this. And liquor shops and thekas are being opened within the periphery of 50 meters in residential areas where there are bus stops. Schools are there, as I said. And I today was talking to a couple of people and they said, "Aap aiye hamare area mein kariye." And they told me that there are liquor shops opened within the periphery of school and bus stops. So the question is Delhi Chief Minister really unaware of the situation, of the pathetic situation that is going to take place in the coming days or in the coming years to come? Secondly, we cannot say that Arvind Kejriwal is totally unaware of this problem. We cannot say Arvind Kejriwal doesn't know or doesn't have any ache of this problem, because he is fighting the Punjab elections on the basis of illegal liquors. Then how come the same person is having a dual policy on liquor, one for Punjab and one for Delhi? These issues are very vital and needs immediate attention. But I guess, I don't know what will happen, because Delhi government is going on allowing illegal liquor shops, thekas, and giving licenses to the illegal liquor mafias. Well, before summing up, I also want to say, of late we are seeing a very strange kind of mentality among the people, because at the last call is by you, the people. If politicians are reluctant to understand the situation, if politicians don't want to understand the situation, if politicians are playing politics, because that's what you can expect from them, you cannot expect more from them actually. So if politicians are doing politics, why can't the common man come on the street and protect the dignity of the women, which should have been done long back actually? Rather than criticizing the administration, rather than asking for more from the politician, why can't social groups or civic groups be formed in the area and fight with these criminals? Lastly, if men cannot protect the dignity of the woman, cannot show chivalry, then I guess we should leave this to the women and they should themselves handle the situation. And I will not be surprised if women take some brutal action against them. I don't want to go into details, but because there is no harm in raping, there is no harm in eve-teasing, there is no harm in molesting, there is no harm in stalking. But when you take the name of the victim, the administration tells you, you cannot take the name of the victim. Pity and pathetic. You cannot take interview directly of the victim, because it's not done. But on the other hand, you cannot protect the women, protect the girls from getting molested and even stalked. This is really a very strange situation we are in, and I really don't know why this, should I call it a pandemic, should I call it an epidemic, I don't know, but this thing is increasing at a galloping rate actually. When the Delhi Braveheart happened, again I can't take name, because I can take names which were coined by medias to sell their stories. I am sorry, I belong to the same fraternity, but I have no hesitation in saying that. I can call the victim by Amanat, I can call the victim Damini, I can call the victim Nirbhaya, which has now become of course official. I can call the victim Delhi Braveheart, but I cannot take the name. So anyway, so when this sad incident happened, we thought the administration will do something, because we saw our MPs, our politicians sobbing in parliament, but nothing really happened. That's the reality actually, because just after Nirbhaya, we saw a rape taking place in a school. But there are endless rapes after that, and brutal rapes like that. So I don't know what has gone wrong. Has the entire country gone on overdose of Viagra? It sounds like, but it is not a very light statement actually, because if if the carnal desire is so strong that these inhuman, these beasts, they don't hesitate to destroy young innocent lives, then I think they should be also dealt in a similar fashion with these beasts, with these rapists. Today's issue has certainly raised a big question mark on the safety and security of the women in Delhi, because if Arvind Kejriwal government is playing a liquor politics, then it's really unfortunate and it needs to be stopped sine die. We really don't know what's more waiting for us in the offing. However, before summing up, I just want you to comment, react. You may react in affirmative, you may react in the negative, but please react, please share your views. If you have such shops in your vicinity, you can share that also. But this is really a very serious issue. And lastly, all I can say is that if this is the structure of the politicians to have a dual policy, like here, one for Punjab and one for Delhi, same liquor policy, then I think it's high time voters, electorates should also decide. Come out of your houses, don't stay at home, for heaven's sake. Come out of your houses and press whatever you want. If you don't feel like pressing any party, press the tab of the nota. That's the biggest power Election Commission has given you. I sum up with these. As I said, it actually a very sad evening, because this is just the beginning, and if liquor policies go on like this, illegal liquors takers continue to open like this in your vicinity, then it's going to play a big it's going to have a big impact actually on the safety and security of the women. And then you have a chief minister who will say he can't do anything because safety security issue is with the center. Can we expect all the politicians to forget the politics? The BJP, the Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party, forget the politics and stand for the development, for the unity of the people. Because at the end of the day, you have to come to these people for vote, but you really have to think for them also. They only demand a little. They only demand safety, security and a good living. I leave you with this thought. This is Pallav Ghosh from Radiance Media.